If you want to create a better world, one of the things that you're going to need to do is embrace technology. And I know that a lot of people differ from me in this particular perspective because they have this idea that the world used to be better. And while you may be able to make that argument to some extent, I don't actually think it was better because you had to do a lot more to get by. So instead of reverting to a more labor-based society, which will just lead to the same place anyway, we need to embrace technology and move forward in a positive direction. And this is where concepts like Trekonomics are so fascinating, because that is creating the kind of society that is introduced in Star Trek, which is an open society, a society where people make advancements in science and in any other field because they're interested in the topic, not because they're being financially incentivized to do so. And we seem to have this mentality in our society as a whole that people need to struggle in order to do work. But that's actually proven false. People actually work better and are more productive when they're not afraid. So we've been kind of creating a society, an economy, based around fear, knowing that that is a terrible way to actually create a society. So moving forward, we need to actually embrace the technological advancements that are coming about and shift our focus away from a fear-based economic system. We need to provide people what they need without asking them for something in return, and then we'll actually get to see what they truly have to offer. And this goes against the mentality of so many people in the world that I know there are likely people who are going to say that I am insane for saying this. But you never know what somebody's capable of until you give them the opportunity to show you. And this, I don't understand why it's so hard to understand. Because I would never be able to be my best self if I was constantly afraid of losing everything that I have. Would you? I mean, honestly, we cannot keep expecting people to be their best selves when they're just struggling to get by, when they can't afford to keep a roof over their head and feed their families. I mean, we need to give people the opportunity to embrace their true talents and gifts, and they can't do that if they're fighting every day, tooth and nail, to get the next loaf of bread that their family needs. So rather than looking at the world and saying, well, people suck and we'll never get anywhere and there is no such thing as a free lunch, we need to start saying, yes, there is more than enough for us to get by. So we don't need to keep living like this. We can afford to take care of the people that we have, and we can offer them the opportunity to discover the true value that they have to offer the world.